Welcome to a new Tour Confidential. I'm Jeff Ritter in for Jessica Marksberry. Joined this week by Mike Walker from Golf.com and joined live via Skype from Golf Magazine, it's Cam Morfitt. Guys, we're going to talk about Henrik Stenson today. He lost the Bay Hill Invitational by one shot to Matt Every, and afterwards he complained about being placed on the clock. Cameron, you were there. You were following Stenson. You saw this happen. Stenson's not happy about being put on the clock as the final group of the day. Do you think he has a point here, and what did you see?
I think he probably just kind of wanted to find some excuse for the way he putted. He putted really terribly. I mean, it's frustrating. I mean, he's often great tee to green, let's face it. And the putter is the one club that you kind of think, oh boy, you just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I think they played slow. The PGA Tour official called them on it, and that's just the way it works. I mean, look, there's only 2 guys in the group. There's only 70 guys on the golf course. There's no excuse to play slow. Stenson putted poorly. It was a nice scapegoat, I suppose, to blame the tour official.
What it was reported was that it was Morgan Hoffman, his partner, that was the one that was actually timed and placed on the clock. Do you know if that's true?
Yeah, they got placed on the clock on the front 9 and the back 9. And if somebody in your group gets placed on the clock, you're in the same boat with him. So Hoffman was obviously pretty out of sorts, trying to win his first golf tournament on tour and probably taking a little more time than he needed to, got out of his rhythm. It happens. But yeah, Stenson was by default, by the fact that he was grouped with Hoffman, on the clock as well.
See, and that's the disconnect that I wonder about if Stenson might have a point, is that it was his playing partner that sort of roped him into this. And Stenson's not the fastest player on tour,
let's not act like he's Ricky Fowler up there, like grabbing it and standing over it. I mean, he takes his time too. I mean, I don't know. I think that I kind of side with the tour here. I mean, everybody complains, play is slow, and then God forbid somebody gets any sort of penalty, like when Guan Tinglang got penalized at the Masters. How could you do that to him? And I mean, they were slow. They were a hole behind. And to be honest, I think that they might be better served, the players, to not take so much time on Sunday in the final group. I think they get out of their rhythm when they do that. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with it. And I certainly don't think that being in a final group should kind of exempt you from being on the clock. I mean, you should play by the same rules as everybody else.
And that was Stenson's point, was he sees the final group as having extra people, extra distractions, and therefore it leads to more time. Cam, when you were out there, did you get a sense that there was an unusual amount of people or chaos around this group, or did it feel like a typical tournament Sunday to you?
No, it's a typical tournament Sunday. Look, I followed the group that should have been the most chaotic group, which was the Rory McIlroy group, for Rory's front 9 at least. But those guys actually finished in less than 2 hours on the front 9. So they were cruising along, and that was the group with the most people following it. So technically they had the best excuse to play slow, and they didn't. They moved it right along. So look, no matter what group you're in, you got to get it around, and Stenson and Hoffman just weren't moving it.
What is Stenson even worried about? The tour hasn't handed out a slow play penalty since Glendale? 20 years?
Glenn, yeah. I mean, if you're not counting the Masters penalty, yeah, Glenn. I do think, though, I mean, there should be more standards. I mean, it's not like you see slow play all the time. They don't get put on the clock. Some groups do, like Cam said, because of a ruling. It does seem sort of pell-mell, like who's going to get put on the clock, who's not.
Right.
And then this idea that nobody wants to see anybody pay the consequences. It's a difficult issue. I can see where the actual clock gets in your head, but I think just having some sort of standard, whether it's a real shot clock that everybody's under, could really have an impact on the slow play. The way they do it now, like you said, nobody's going to really get a penalty. We'll never know what the fines are. We never know who is actually fined for slow play. It's just kind of a weird solution that's not really solving anything and not really satisfying anybody.
All right, well, we'll leave it there. If we carry on any longer, we're going to be put on the clock, I think. But Henrik Stenson will carry on, and so will the rest of us. For Mike and Cam, I'm Jeff. Thanks for watching Tour Confidential. We'll see you next time.